So welcome back everyone. Today we will be doing the second lecture for our collision revision series. We are revising some important concepts of collision. So the important topic we have for today is kinetic energy loss during collision. So the kinetic energy loss during the collision is like let's say two balls collide which have masses m1 and m2, velocity u1 and u2. So when they collide, after the collision their values of velocity will obviously change, which will be v1 and v2. So there will be obviously a loss in kinetic energy in the overall system. Like the system is this, the overall system will have a change in the value. I will show you like this overall system has changed in the kinetic energy, and basically that energy has been lost due to heat and other, like heat and light and all, like there will be deformation in the balls, so that is lost in the form of heat and something like that. So the kinetic energy loss formula is equal to half of u into u relative whole square into 1 minus e square. What is u relative? U relative is the difference between both the velocities which we have, initial velocities, so which is equal to u2 minus u1, and then we have the other value u. U is equal to m1 m2 into m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2. U is the reduced mass basically. So this is the kinetic energy loss formula, and that we mean by the important formulas. We have two results which are very important in collision, kinetic energy loss basically. So if we say that our collision is elastic, that is the value of coefficient of restitution is equal to 1. So if the value of coefficient of restitution is 1, so we put it in this formula. So if we put it 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, so this value becomes 0. Since this complete value becomes 0, the loss of kinetic energy is 0. So we can say that in elastic collision the value of loss is 0 due to E is equal to 1. Similarly, if we have completely inelastic collision, then the value of E is equal to 0. So putting E is equal to 0 here, the value of this term 1 minus e square is maximum, because 1 minus e square will always lie between 0 and 1. So since this value becomes max, the overall kinetic energy is equal to the maximum value, which is half u relative whole square. So here the kinetic energy loss is maximum in completely inelastic collision, which is minimum equal to 0 in elastic collision. Then we have two important cases which we need to remember, and they are important. Like if we have two balls, let's say m1 and m2 having same mass, that is m1 and m2 is equal and it is equal to m, and the collision is elastic, that is E is equal to 1. So then the velocity is interchanged. What I'm saying that the two balls are the same mass m moving with u1 and u2. So after the collision, the value of v1 and v2 is exchange value of u1 and u2. So v1 is equal to u2 and v2 is equal to u1. Similarly, the other cases, if m2 is much greater than m1, like one of the object, this one, if we say this is m2, it is very large in mass, like it is m2 is bus and m1 is a ball, then u1 and u2 are comparable. Like u1 and u2 are not very much difference in velocity, they are almost same or comparable at least. Then the v2 is equal to u2, that is the heavier mass value or the heavier mass velocity doesn't change much, like it remains same. v2 says same as u2. So this is very normal thing you can understand. Like if you have a bus and a bus is coming on the road and the ball is moving on the road like in a small way, so what can you imagine, the ball will not have any effect on the velocity of the bus whatsoever. It will move in the same velocity and there will be no change as much due to collision. The ball will obviously suffer a lot of collision, and maybe it can just disrupt and break, but there will be no effect on the bus. So it is like that. Also, this one is important thing, like if u2 is 0, that is, let's say if a bus is at rest and a ball comes and collides with it, then the bus will still be at the rest. So this is a normal thing, common sense. Then we have cases of infinite collisions, like this is a JEE main topic, like this will not come in board most of the time, obviously has never came, but you can say in class, in JEE it can come. It is very important thing, because sometimes in the numerical part or the question part it can come, because we have two formulas here. So let's understand this concept. So here what it is saying that if we, let's say we have a case that there is a flat surface which has a coefficient of restitution equal to E, and we drop a ball from rest on a ground from height h. So we can say if E is equal to 0, if coefficient of restitution is equal to 0, then only one collision will take place. That is, the ball will not rebound, the ball will reach the ground and there will be only one collision with the ground. It will not rebound or move again. But if E is not equal to 0, that is, if E is between 0 and 1 and can be equal to 1, then the number of collisions are infinite. So yeah, the ball will go up and down, to and fro, and obviously the speed will decrease due to value of E, and it will be decrease in height, but obviously it will, you can say, have some infinite and large number of collisions. Speed after nth collision, like it is having a large number of collisions, so speed after nth collision will be equal to e to the power n under root 2gh. And the other one formula is that obviously there will be infinite collision. There will be infinite collision, like a large number of collision, but eventually the ball will stop, like 1000 collision, 50, 60, 100 collision, but eventually the ball will stop rebounding, and the time at which it will stop rebounding which will be equal to under root 2h by g into 1 plus e into 1 minus e. So this is the complete case of infinite collision. Just remember these two formulas, these are very important, and the case for infinite collision. So this is the complete video for today. We haven't completed any numericals or questions in this one. We will complete it later, and let's complete the theory part. One video for the theory part is left. Then we will have some JEE mains and boards question, so we will do it. And if you like this series, like the short revision series, we will be uploading of physics, chemistry and maths. So if you like it, you can share with the friends, like a lot of videos are coming in future. So yeah, if you like it, you can share, and thank you for the support.